All right, good morning. How you guys doing today? So basically, I got a ton of stuff, and we're gonna open it, and we'll probably put together a keyboard. I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll just see which one we like the most, and we'll go with that one. So first of all, let's say thanks to Paramount Keys, I guess. They sent me a fidget spinner. They sent me a fidget spinner with my order, so we're gonna do that first, I guess. Personally, I've never owned one of these. These like magnets or something. I have no idea, but that's kind of cool, right? It's got like a demon on it. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus or not, but that's pretty cool. Thanks, guys. There's an option to tip them when I made the order, so gave them like a pretty decent tip, I think. Maybe they put it in there because I gave them a tip. Maybe they put it in every package. I have no idea. Okay, so since Paramount Keys sent me a fidget spinner, I guess we'll do their stuff first. Which actually I'm really excited for. This is the Baka60, which is supposed to be not a great keyboard, apparently. Get a knife here. Forgive me, I only own one ginormous knife, so have to use that to open this. I'm not don't have the best camera placement, so forgive me if not everything is perfectly on screen, like my second stream. So okay, so it was on sale for half off, so naturally bought two. Okay, here we go. And they're color coded on the side here. And the stream delay is like pretty real. It's like 17-18 seconds. Maybe we can figure it out together. War NGO. Yeah, so I'm not paying super close attention to the chat here. Put my phone up here so I can see it. I don't know if YouTube has an option for pop-out chat, but we could check. Chat box. I don't think that's what we wanted. Yeah, no idea. Anyway, I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay, so we got blue and pink. I think we're gonna go with pink. Hopefully the color is really cool. because I saw it online and it looked really great online, but you know how things are when you get them online. So this is the whole kit. The whole kit was on sale for 80 bucks. To wait like our 10 seconds here, make sure everything's on the screen for you guys. Maybe we could do like a little bit of an adjustment. Double check our camera placement. Okay. So PCB. Heard that, so the one review I watched of this keyboard, the PCB is the thing that they complained about. But, ooh, this is the keyboard here. Pretty chunky. Okay, so in the box it comes with PCB and case, and then it also comes with screws, a cable, just a normal USB-C to USB cable. It's braided, so that's nice, right? And what's this? Stabilizers. So these are clip-in PCB mount stabilizers. So let's see. Not sure how great these are going to be, but we'll find out. Doesn't look like it comes with a plate, apparently. Which, maybe there's a plate in here. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, so there is a plate in here. Looks like an aluminum plate. Oh, and some foam. Cool keycap holder, I guess. Nice. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. It says Baka on the front here. Trying to just like shade this from the light and get it to actually show up good. Maybe we just hide our screen capture, huh? You guys don't really need to see that. Okay, so it does come with a plate. And this thing's not super chunky, but it's like a decent weight. Sounds pretty chunky. What's in here? Okay, we got our little squishy guys. Not even sure what these are for, honestly. Stabilizer pads? Maybe? Screws? Cable? Yeah, this needs a tiny screwdriver. So I'm gonna have to go get a tiny screwdriver. Unless I have one already. Get a little box right here. With all my lube and stuff. So yeah, this screwdriver, I don't know if it's going to be small enough, because these screws are really small. But we might be able to make it work. Oh, nice. A plate's got that cool finish on it too. I'm assuming it goes this way. Like that. Yeah. That's the ticket right there. Okay. Put that off to the side. We won't need the keycap holder just yet. I wish it just came out the long way. It'd be a lot easier. Okay, so this board is hot swap. Goes like this. This is the top. And I think it's just a bottom mount, tray mount. So it'll go in the board like this. And then you just mount it in there. I don't know about this foam, but we'll see. I guess I should probably pull up the build guide, right? It didn't come with a build guide or anything, it just came with all the stuff, so it should be pretty straightforward, right? Probably should have launched the software before I started the stream, but it's part of the fun, I guess. Those have got some other cool stuff. Got some stuff from Cannon Keys. We got some stuff. We got a lot of stuff actually. There we go. Well, I don't see any sort of build guide, but it clearly shows the plate going over the PCB. So that's how we're going to build it. I don't think there's any other way that we could build it. You know what? Yeah. All right. Let's get to it, I guess. I don't know what else we would do. We'd probably benefit from having some foam between the PCB and the plate, but that's okay. So we've got the standoffs 1, 2, 3. How many standoffs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. No center standoff, and then it has these ridges right here. Wonder if that's what the little pads are for. But let's just put it together real quick and see how it goes. I don't want to tighten this down too much. Oh, here we go. This is not the right screwdriver though. Need this one, but Phillips. Just gonna screw it in just enough so that stuff doesn't move around. It's got like the tiniest bit of flex to it because it doesn't have a center standoff. Here we go. Last one. All right, it's not gonna fall out. I don't know what this little hole is for, but it's there. And I'll probably just unplug the keyboard I have in and plug this one in. And we'll go from there. Okay, so looks like you got a couple extra screws here. And then plate goes in like this. And these are the mystery switches I got. From Novelties. They're tactiles. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with these. This is just a random extra switch. Now, is this all gonna fit in right? feel like the foam is going to get in the way. I don't want to pop out either any of the hot swap sockets. Maybe I should take the board apart first. You know what? These are south facing. So they go. Yeah, had it right. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Guys, we're gonna have to unscrew this shit and start over here. Because I'm not going to be able to get the switches in unless we How is this going to work, guys? How is this going to work? Am I gonna have to put all the switches in the plate first? Is that what I should do? Seems kind of risky, but that's what we're gonna do, I guess. And we'll try and put all the hot swap pins in at once, see how it goes. Surprised if I don't screw anything up, honestly. Make sure we put the switches all facing the right way. And since these are tactile switches, I don't really feel the need to take them apart and lube them or anything like that. There's got to be a faster way to do this. I'm gonna have to line up these switches just right. I don't know how I feel about this cutout right here. Okay. This is the first build I've done on stream. Oh. This is actually the first custom I've put together. We'll see how it goes. Could either be awesome or suck. As long as the keyboard works, I'll be okay with that. It's not easy to put these all in. Let me just say that. It's definitely not hard, it's just annoying. I don't know if anybody else ever built a custom before, but I think that's kind of a funny word, custom. It helps if your switches are put together. So you definitely want your switches to be put together before you put them in your keyboard. So you got these keys, these switches from Novel Keys as mystery switches. And they're Kale style switches. Oh, check that out. Bent pin, dude. That is not what you want when you're trying to put all your keys in at once. I'm gonna have to flip this over and check for bent pins after I finish, because the last thing we want is to have a jacked up PCB. I mean, I have a soldering iron, and I'm sure it's not gonna be too hard to put down like one little drop of solder or two, but I would prefer not to have to do that. Especially since I don't really have that much desk space. What you guys see is pretty much what I got to work with. Like right over here on the other side of my mic is my PC. And then there's like an extra 2 or 3 inches off camera here, and then that's the end of my desk. I mean, it's going to be a pain to line up some of this stuff. And then the switch doesn't even go right. Like there's nowhere to put a switch right there. It's just the spacebar one. So I wonder if they like reuse this plate from something else. And that's why the plate doesn't perfectly match the PCB. Or maybe they use the same plate for ANSI and ISO. Not sure. Pretty much know zero about this keyboard, other than it looks cool. What else do you need to know? It looks cool, bro. What else do you want, you know? Okay. Checking for bent pins here. Just check every single one. Oh. This guy's not straight. Just be gentle when we bend them back. I don't want to break any switches. This one's not seated all the way. Okay. I think my cat's gonna start scratching at the door here pretty soon. Looks pretty cool. See how much of a pain in the ass it is to get it in the fucking PCB here. So let's just try and get everything lined up. Okay, so this one goes over here. Yo. Okay. So start with these two switches right here. And as you can clearly see, these are north facing LEDs. South facing switches, but the rest of the board is all south facing. Which means we got a pretty big problem. We're gonna have to take all those fucking switches out. Okay, so you know what? Good thing they sent us switch puller with the keyboard, because we're gonna need it. Dang. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Dang. Well, this way, take your time, guys. Don't let this be a what not to do. Man, that took forever too. Hopefully you can get all these switches out and back in without damaging any of them. Well, I got a ton of extras, so we're gonna be fine. Even if we break a switch, it's not the end of the world. But it would have been the end of the world if we broke our PCB trying to shove all these switches in the wrong way. You guys got a suggestion on a better way to do this? Let me know. thought we were like almost done, but we weren't even close. We're like a third of the way there. At least everything's nice and shiny. That's definitely a bonus. Yeah, I'll be totally honest. I literally saw someone post that this keyboard was on sale for half price, and I instantly went and bought 2 of them, which I probably shouldn't have done. Probably should have like done my research, right? So if you're gonna buy a keyboard, do your research, because it's not worth it, especially if you have a limited budget, right? This is kind of just like, I had the money to spend. I'm not gonna regret. Even if this isn't the greatest keyboard ever, I'm not gonna regret it. But you would maybe regret it if you are like trying to save up your allowance for a keyboard. Like your parents are like, okay, you can have one keyboard. This might not be the one for you. Let's make sure we get this right. North facing switches, south facing switches. Okay. Sad. Very sad. I think the saddest part is the fact that I didn't even notice the whole time. And even I was like, this switch isn't fitting right, and I turned it around. So I should have known, guys. I should have known. But I was too freaking excited to get it put together. I didn't take my time. And I only got what I deserved. Man, there's got to be an easier way to do this. Got holes here on the plate, but nothing to mount them to, or no screws to mount them with. So actually got another keyboard, 2 sets of keycaps, some modifiers, and 2 bags of switches. Which means, you know, we got plenty of other cool stuff. Every time I put one of these switches in, I feel like stabbing myself in the hand. But yeah, I guess I'll probably try and make a video. Definitely do like a review video at the end of this. Maybe you can use some of this footage for that video, taking it out of the box and stuff, man, I was so close. Did like the whole thing wrong. Now I'm paranoid that it's going to be wrong again somewhere. But it looks like all the other switches are south-facing LEDs. Just these two right here next to the port are north-facing, which I think is going to be fine. I have no idea what kind of restrictions this keyboard's going to have as far as keycap sets go. But that's all right. Okay, and then switch here, and then one for Mr. Spacebar. We're gonna use this one. Actually, open one of these up and lubed and filmed it, even though I don't think it needs the film or the lube. It's a tactile. Ow. For the spacebar. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switches over here. This one long part of the plate, and then 2 switches right here. And I wonder why. It must be open for ISO support. Oh, look at that. We put one in wrong. Right there. Could have ruined our whole day, guys. Our whole day. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we gotta put 2 switches right here. There we go. Works, I guess. And then 1 switch right here. And 1 switch here and 1 switch there. I think I'm gonna save this one for last because oh. Okay, let's try and line everything up here. What a pain in the ass, guys. Somebody's gonna tell me, dude, you could have just pushed them in. Blah, blah, blah. Well, can never just do things the easy way. Ooh. Chunky, dude. Kind of like that. Okay. Bend pins. And switches that aren't seated all the way. Watch us get this whole keyboard put together and it just doesn't work. That would be the real shame. Okay. Theoretically, these should all line up, guys. Man. This is not going to be easy. Okay, we gotta do is make sure we're lined up, especially on all the ones that honestly have no idea how I'm gonna make this work. Probably just fucked it up, boys. Well, that didn't work. Okay, let's try. And I'm not seeing any bent pins. If we line up the corners, we should be solid, right? Ooh. Okay, guys, that's one side in. Check that out. So these ones that are sliding around here, these are like the danger factor. What they should have done is just leave these for last and just put them in after all the other switches were good. Okay. Something's not lining up somewhere, boys. And it's making me nervous. Ooh, yikers, boys, yikers. Shit's not lined up right. This ain't gonna fly, guys. It ain't gonna fly. We got pins not lining up all over the place. If we try to force it, we're gonna regret it. Which means we're gonna do this shit the hard way. The shit way. We have to take them all out again. Okay, don't ever try to do this. It's a terrible idea. If you do try and do it, you're gonna regret it. And it's not gonna be my fault because I fucking warned you. Anyways, getting really good at pulling switches out. So hopefully that saves us some time down the road. The next board we build, we'll build it twice as fast because we'll make half the mistakes. So, yeah, if you never built a keyboard before, hanging out with like-minded people. Let's just say that. So this music is copyright free. But it's definitely like not the music I'd normally listen to. And we have definitely bent our plate. Not that that's a problem, it's aluminum, it should just bend right back, but okay, so what we're gonna have to do is put our switches in like this. How we were kind of doing it at first, but like this. Which is really annoying. I mean, I would have been done putting them all in by now if I had just done it like this the first time around. But I didn't. Try to do it the lazy way. What they say. Lazy man works twice. In this case, 3 times. So we put them all in the wrong way. Then we took them out and we put them all in the right way. But they didn't seat right in the PCB. Okay. Now our plate's kind of being held up. Here we go. Well, this is definitely the way you want to do it. Now everything should be lined up. Just make sure all our pins are straight. We take our time. Seat everything all the way. Could be goobers and even support our hot swap sockets with our fingers so they don't pop out on us. I feel like maybe I should move the case here. What we could do is scoot up a little bit. Scoot up. All that junk from our switches, taking them in and out of the piece of the plate. Slowly, probably jacking them up. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Put this one switch that's lubed and filmed aside. So this was a lot easier this way. A lot easier. I would definitely not recommend trying to put switches in the other way, because we did it twice. We did it wrong both times. Now we're doing it this way. Turns out this is the easiest way to do it. The other way sucked. And it didn't work. Make sure we're checking for bent pins here. Wouldn't want to get all the way through half the switches and then end up with bent pins. All right. I think we're probably fine. Just doing it like this. We got it. New meta. You guys ever play a game and think you like found something new in it, but then after you like get more experience playing that game, you realize that you have no idea what you're talking about? That's me all the time. I like to like learn new things and start new hobbies. Just like watch a video about how to do something and think that I know what I'm doing, which clearly evidenced by this stream, have no idea what I'm doing. I'm kind of like curious what their logo stands for. That sounded not right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we're good. Think we're doing all right here. Okay. Make sure everything's seated properly. Okay. It's interesting how this PCB has we missed a switch, guys. How does that even happen? Rent. Bro. Yeah. Rent is painful. Rent certainly is painful. You guys ever have to pay rent before? My rent's like a lot. More than I'd like to think about. Okay. What do you guys think? Is this guy just a bot? If you're not a bot, say something else. Okay. Man. I'm really starting to wonder what these are for. They're pretty thick pads. So is this... Oh, guys, I'm an idiot. It's for the bottom. These are the little feet. I was trying to figure that out this whole time. Obviously, it's the little feet. Okay. I should put this stuff like this. That's probably a better viewing angle for you guys. Man, it's starting to get warm in my room, though. Oh, man. The moment of doom. Do you think these are going to be terrible? Starting to get a little bit better. I don't want to ruin them. Seems pretty straight. Man, we went through all that and we haven't even started doing stabilizers yet. At least they got flat feet. We won't have to clip them. I mean, they don't look like the worst stabilizers ever. They're clip-ins, but that's fine. Totally fine. They feel pretty tight though. Hopefully that helps reduce noise. Now, I definitely didn't put this in the right way. So, this way. And then got him. Man, I'm gonna be pissed if I have to take this thing apart again to do stabilizers. You guys have no idea. Make sure we put it on the right way here. Why isn't it? We did it the wrong way again, guys. Wrong way. That's the nice thing about doing stuff wrong. You can always go back and do it right. Well, listen to how rattly that is. Rattly. No. Got an extra space bar over here. Is this gonna fucking fit right? Yeah. So it fits like a normal, you know, the 7U space bar. Yeah. About. Okay, then this needs to go below the switch. So we do need to take this switch out again here. There we go. That'll be less triggering for some people. Okay, problem though. Stabilizers gotta go below. Gotta go below. These. Oh man. Don't tell me these are PCB mounts. Dude, they are. You ever hate your life? I'm there with you. Guys, this is why you read the instructions. This is why you read the instructions. You know what that means, right? We gotta take out all the switches. We gotta take them all out, guys. See if we could open this bitch like an ice cream sandwich. Hopefully we don't fuck up any of the bread. And by that I mean the PCB, because that would suck. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it almost sounds like fucking Velcro. Pretend like that never happened, okay? We just got started. We just got started, guys. Okay. Let's do a redo here. I'm gonna go get a drink and then I'll be right back. Okay. I had to get a drink. It was getting way too hot in here. Whew. That's better. All right. So we messed up. We put all our switches in, but we're supposed to put the stabilizers in first. And we assumed that they would go in this way. Because this way there's interference with our LED. But if we do it this way, is there interference with our... No, should be fine. Dang. Okay. Sure is unfortunate. We did it the wrong way the first time. Okay, let's not put these in yet. Let me get something. I'll be right back. Okay. So I don't feel like getting lube all over my desk mat. So you're going to use one of these cutting desk mats. If you're out there watching, don't forget to say something in the chat. That way I don't have to just talk to myself for 2 hours. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned, but the people who sent me this keyboard, they actually also sent me a fidget spinner for free. Just in case you guys get bored, you know. If my commentary isn't entertaining enough, you can predict how long it'll take the fidget spinner to stop spinning. Put your predictions in the chat. Okay. Now, I'm not going to use the nice lube because honestly, I don't want to waste it. Didn't come with that much and it was kind of expensive. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some of this grease. Dielectric grease, which means that it doesn't conduct electricity, so it won't short out your board. If you like got it all over the switch pins, it could still break your board. That's because it doesn't conduct electricity. It's pretty much the exact thing that makes it good for using in keyboards. Also, is what makes it dangerous to put too much of. Not that there's like a really high chance of that happening. So I don't want to put too much of this. Make the stabilizers feel all like mushy. But also, these stabilizers sound super rattly. And everybody knows that a rattly keyboard is the worst kind of keyboard. Okay. So let's make sure we do this right. Part with the hole, side with the hole, lines up. The side with two holes. And we put our guy in. Clip it down. I feel like that sounds a lot better. It's definitely still rattly though. Okay. Now we gotta do the other side. Yeah. So, if you're out there, you're thinking about putting something in the chat, don't do it. Need to concentrate right now, so no talking. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how much is too much. Probably should have threw some lube on these guys beforehand. We'll fix that with the next one. Okay. Make sure we're putting it in the right way. Guys are pretty tough to clip in. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. FedEx guy just honked. So, you know. Okay. So we're just clipping these guys in. Ooh, electrical. You guys like electrical stuff? So do I. So do I. Okay. Let's test it out. We're going to test it out without the plate because I can't be bothered to put the plate on. But let's see if we can. Well, that's not good. So I guess we found our first problem. Okay. So it looks like we didn't seat them all the way. You can see here on the edge of the board. The pin is not all the way in, but oh man, it looks kind of spooky. I don't want to break the freaking board before I even get it put together. You guys heard that, but that was a pretty big click. Ooh, so was that. Spooky. Okay. Yeah. Stabilizers. Not great. Well, honestly, I think we're just gonna have to live with it because I'm not trying to spend 5 years on stabilizers. What we will do is we'll throw a little bit of lube, a little bit of grease in here. Try and keep our other stabilizers from being so rattly. But honestly, I think it's mostly the material that they used. I think whatever material they used for these is not the greatest. Which is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't have to freak out. They don't need to be perfect. Okay? Let's just get the keyboard put together and go from there. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna streamline this a little bit so it doesn't take forever. Okay. We're gonna throw a thin layer of grease in each of these guys, and we're gonna move on. Like I said, I got two other keyboards here. I would probably like to film, edit, and upload a video today if possible. So, no one ever said you can't take your keyboard back apart and redo it if you don't like it. And see how we like this keyboard. Heard that the softwares kind of suck and it's not VIA compatible, which is a deal breaker for some people, but as someone new to the hobby, I have no idea what I'm doing and no idea what I like and what I don't like. All I know so far is that I like how this board looked, so I bought it. And, you know, call me shallow, but when I like the way things look, I'm more attracted to them. So, I also bought this set of keycaps, which probably cost more than this keyboard, honestly. The whole keyboard, crazy, I know. So I got this stream open in a separate tab so I can actually watch the chat. Guess I probably didn't need to do that considering the fact that there's never anyone here. The only chat messages I get is like the bots just saying random phrases, which kind of gets me. Like, man, why are you here? Why is there a bot that just goes into random live streams and leaves a comment? I don't know. I do know that it's pretty annoying. Oh, hello. That's my kid. Kid in the chat. Hello, daughter. Do you like my fidget spinner? So I think my kid's favorite YouTuber right now is probably Azzyland. I think she's watching her earlier when I checked up on her. Comment below what your favorite YouTuber is, guys. I just started watching William Haver. He's pretty funny. FYI, says Kayla. What does that mean, guys? Hello. I really don't know. I don't know about these stabilizers. I don't know. I don't know, guys. These might not be the ones. But we're gonna do it because that's the stabilizers that the board came with. Just wanna do a little stabilizer clip-in action over here. Man, I feel like I'm gonna break the board. Stabilizers are so thick. Hello, Steel E. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. a little bit of a delay if you haven't noticed. Okay. Good, good. Got a bunch of keyboard stuff today, so we're building a Baka60, which is an aluminum keyboard case and aluminum plate. This is probably going to sound a little bit pingy, but it did come with case foam, so we'll see. And they also sent me a free fidget spinner. Can't complain. Can't complain. How's the music? Is the music too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Probably really quiet because I have the volume down really low. But that's also on purpose because, you know, it's not a listen to music stream. It's keyboard stuff stream. Oh, really? Should I turn it up? How's that? Better? Too loud? Nice. So I think this keyboard's actually still on sale. I don't know that I could recommend it because I haven't finished building it yet. But I know that the $100 price point is pretty competitive when it comes to keyboards. Right, we're getting there. Basically put this keyboard together and taken it apart like 3 times now. This is probably the scariest part. It's clipping these things in. So you gotta push really hard. Nice. Well, if you're asking for a keyboard for your birthday, you can't go wrong with the Royal Kludge. and it's only like a $50 keyboard, but it comes with pretty much everything you need. It's all the way pre-built, so you don't have to like do anything to it if you don't want to. And then once you get more comfortable, you're like, want to try modding it? Yeah, of course. You want to try modding it? You could take it apart, put some foam in it and stuff. This is my keyboard. Just realized that everything's upside down for you guys. Can fix that real quick. There you go. So this is that keyboard. Has really great RGB. Pretty decent stabilizers and everything else in that board, but the keycaps are eh. Why put new keycaps on mine? So it's just a matter of how much you're willing to spend. Or I guess, you know, whoever buys you the keyboard for your birthday is willing to spend. But either that keyboard or this keyboard, you can get them both on Amazon. They're usually in stock. This is the ACO 3068B. That's the other keyboard that I would pretty much recommend anyone. And this one comes really nice out of the box, but it's $80 instead of 50, 60 bucks. So what up, Mr. Smelly Cheese? Had some goat cheese yesterday. Guys ever had goat cheese before? Creamy. If you like that creamy mouthfeel, you'll like goat cheese. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know if I'd want to have it on everything, you know. Personally, the kind of guy who sometimes I just want to have a grilled cheese with fake American cheese, you know what I'm saying? Some plastic cheese, 2 slices of white bread, grill it up, good to go. Okay. Make sure we put this in right. Oh yeah. Can't argue with a good grilled cheese, man. Especially if somebody else makes it for you. I don't know why, but for some reason, sandwiches are just one of those foods that always taste way better if somebody else makes it for you. Man. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. we're not going to tune these stabilizers because I already put the switches in and took them out like 3 times already. Let's get the whole board put together, all the switches in, and then I realized that the stabilizers had to go under the plate. But I think we're almost there. This is the case right here. I don't know what this little peekaboo hole is for, but looks pretty cool. It says idiot on the side in Japanese. Oh hell yeah, dude. Honestly, it is a little bit weird, but I also low-key like ketchup on like everything. It's like ketchup on a grilled cheese. Hell yeah. I'm right there with you, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so unfortunately now we have to take all these switches out again and then put them in one by one. But the good news is after that we'll pretty much be just about done with this keyboard. Let's just say it got pretty quick at taking these switches out. Yeah, after I put them in wrong twice. Favorite show? Man, that's really hard to say. Like of all time, right now, like the last year, probably have a different answer for every one of those questions. But I mean, the new season of Attack on Titan just started, so that's pretty hype. What's your favorite show? Is the chat showing up in the chat window? It is. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, Cobra Kai is pretty sick. I think we watched like the first season, and then we haven't watched any else. I heard that it gets really good, but just been so many other shows to watch. Can't keep up with them all. But yeah, I really liked the first season. Was really good. Have you seen the whole show? Should we finish the other seasons? Okay. So what we got to do is season 2 is the best. We might have to go back, or we might have to watch season 2 then. Just making sure I don't have any like big splotches of grease on here from the stabilizers before we put the plate on. So foam, PCB, plate, and then these two sockets are north facing LED and the rest are south facing. So the pins gotta go towards the bottom for these two. Let's clip them in and then make sure they line up right. Pins at the bottom. Just want to make sure that you don't have any pins that are bent, because if they're like bent to the side like this, there you go. If they're bent like that, they can mess up your board. So just want to do a quick check before you put any in. And then we're just going to put the rest in the other way, pins facing up. Make sure we line up. And once we get like the corners, maybe a row at the top in, everything else should line up. It should be a lot easier to just pop them right in. Yeah, I had a friend who like kept telling me to watch Cobra Kai. We never watched it, and then we finally watched it and we were like, oh wow, this is actually a really good show. So I don't know, when I was a kid, like when the original Karate Kid came out, I don't think I was even born yet, honestly. But I thought it was really interesting to see that story continue, kind of evolve into something else. Make sure we're extra careful on some of these. We line them up right, or else what can happen is these hot swap sockets can get damaged. Then you have to actually like get a soldering iron and re-solder them to the board, which if that happens will be okay. I have a soldering iron, but I would rather not have to deal with that, seeing as I've already been putting this board together for like 2 hours. Normally it wouldn't take you that long to assemble a board, but if it's your first time ever putting a board together, probably expect it to take longer than normal. Just like anything else, you know? First times always. More about learning. Yeah. What do you guys think about these switches? They're tactile switches, so they're not clicky. They do have that like feel when you push them down. You feel like there's kind of like a little ridge in there. I don't know, it's hard to kind of explain. They feel like a clicky switch, but they're super quiet. Not as quiet as, you know, normal linear switches, but got these in a mystery switch bag. And they seem like decent switches, so we're going to try them out. If they sound terrible, or we like hate the way that they feel, we can always put different switches in. That's the beauty of having a hot swap port. Anyway, to be fully honest with you guys, I'm not even listening to the music. Let's see, what do you got going on here? Song sounds pretty chill. Let's see, I should probably respond to this text message before this person calls me. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? Cobra Kai, do you do martial arts? Because I had cousins, and I was always super jealous of them, because my aunt and my uncle, they'd take my cousins to like martial arts classes. Boxing, that's tight. But yeah, when I was a kid, I always wanted to do like karate or something, you know? But I think boxing's pretty cool. I feel like boxing is definitely more useful than karate. Karate's like more for show, right? Kind of like how, what do they call it? In Japan, they have like Bushido or whatever, where they fight with swords, but it's like for show. They have like all these rules and stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. Boxing's like the real deal, man. I used to have a guy who I worked with, and he was into boxing. He would like, you know, train for fights and stuff. And I don't think he was like a pro boxer yet, but he was like a young kid. That was like what he wanted to do. Which I feel like that's kind of cool, man. I still am not sure. Not really convinced with these stabilizers, but we're gonna try them out. Oh man. This case is pretty cool. I got a blue one too, actually. So do you like do sparring and stuff in boxing? Okay, now I understand what these holes are for. So you can get the screws in. Okay, let's close up our grease. That is the last thing that you want to get on your table. Oh, nice. Yeah, I wouldn't rush it, you know? I feel like you need to train for a while before you're ready to do like an actual fight, you know? The guy I worked with, he was doing boxing since he was like, you know, 10 or something. And I'm like, I really hope I don't lose this freaking screw. Wish I had like a magnetic screwdriver. That would be super useful right now. But that we do not. My worst fears have been realized. Alright, we got the screw out. No worries. Yeah, I need to get a hobby where I'm more active. Hey, we got it. We don't want to tighten it down too much though. There's any risk stripping the screw. Or worse, we could damage something. Okay. Make sure all the holes line up here. You know what? I just realized that this stabilizer kind of interferes with this screw mount here. But we're almost done. The board's almost put together. Just making sure we don't got any wobble in here. Looks like our fidget spinner ran out of steam. So I know there's no center post. It's weird that there's a hole in the PCB and the plate for a center post. This is definitely like a very stiff board. do not want to freaking drop this screw, because the whole rest of the board's already screwed in. So we're going to use our little grabber and see if we can't get the board to get the screw in like that. You know, honestly, I haven't been doing much gaming, but that is what my PC is for. It's a gaming PC. But I guess now, lately, I've just been using the PC to edit and upload videos, you know? Man. I don't know if I like how hard it is to put this board together. What games do I play? So, mostly like old person games, you know? Counter-Strike. For a long time I really liked Dota. I've played League before. I think League's pretty fun. Tomb Raider was a pretty cool game. That's an old game now, though. I have Call of Duty. I used to buy every single Call of Duty game that came out, but it's hard to get this camera to focus. But I stopped buying Call of Duty games probably, I don't know. Oh yeah, this board's super stiff. That's okay though. Alright. Keycaps. Gotta put keycaps on now. We got 2 sets. We got hydrangea. We should hold it this way, it'll make more sense. Hydrangea by Cannon Keys. Or we got elderberry. So let's take a look at elderberry. The next time I'm gonna stream. Honestly, I have no idea because I don't really have a schedule for streaming. So this is elderberry, which is kind of like a purple, pink and purple set. Kind of goes with what we got going on right now. Our pink case and our purple switches. And then we've got hydrangea. Yeah, I don't really have a set schedule for when I stream. I kind of just stream whenever I get the chance. If I'm gonna like build a keyboard or something, I think I just might as well stream it. Because why not, right? It's like a easy way to make content. Okay. This is hydrangea. Which looks pretty cool too. There's all the modifiers. So this is mostly for ISO boards, I think. It's cool that it comes with all this stuff. All the modifiers and everything. Usually you have to pay extra for that. I don't know. Also got these, which I think are just oh, cool, we got a sticker. Check that out. So this is their blush accent set. Which, let's see, this is a 7U spacebar. I think we need the smaller spacebar. This is the one. I really like this set. Which I'm pretty sure is color matched to this set. So I think we're gonna go with the purple and pink set for this keyboard. So this one is gonna be the elderberry set. And then we'll save the hydrangea set for our other board. Pretty cool sticker. But yeah, what games do you guys play? I've played a lot of games, honestly. You know, I've played PUBG, Fortnite, what else? Played Minecraft, man. I played Minecraft hardcore. Like, this is before Bedrock, back when it was just Java, right? So it wasn't on, like, Xbox had its own version, but it couldn't play with anyone else. There was no like mobile version yet. And we like had our own server. Yeah. So I have a Roblox account. Usually don't play Roblox though. Kind of just made it because my kids had Roblox accounts, so I was like, oh, okay. Make this account so I play Roblox with my kids. And I hope that this keycap set is gonna fit well together, because it looks kind of tight. So I'm probably gonna end the stream after we finish this keyboard. If you guys want to subscribe, you know, it'll let you know. Subscribe and put the bell on, it'll let you know when I go live. You can send out like a little community thing for when I go live. Nice. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Thanks, Steel. Okay. It seems like these keycaps are going to be fine. So, yeah. So we're almost done. So the stream is probably almost over now. But we're still gotta put the board together. And then I gotta configure, see how the RGB looks. Make sure it all works. Make sure we don't have any dead keys. And I really like the look of this keycap set with this keyboard though. I think it looks pretty cool. How is Battlefield? Because I've played a couple Battlefield games before. I heard that it's at least better than Call of Duty. Like the new Call of Duty. I heard a lot of people like Battlefield better. I really like this white enter key here. It looks pretty nice. This left shift though is like a weird size, so we're gonna have to see if we have a different modifier that we can use for our left shift, which luckily this set comes with some different size supports. Cat in a box, huh? Yeah? See, this one's too small. Too big. Here we go. This one, the right size. So this keyboard, I don't think. There we go. That is definitely a weird sized left shift. It's not standard, so. Unless you're buying like the nicer keycap sets, you definitely want to make sure that your set comes with a board with a left shift that's small enough to fit. I'm sure you can find a guide for this particular board online. It's like the scary thing for most people, right? Is you start to look at all these keyboards and you're not sure like what fits where, like. But as long as you buy a keycap set that comes with all the modifiers, you shouldn't have to worry about this. You can get a keycap set that just comes with the base set, so like with just this sheet layer, you get to watch out for keyboards that have weirdly sized left, right, shift, or spacebar is another commonly resized key that keyboard manufacturers will use, right, to make their keyboard look a little bit more unique from the other keyboards that are around. They'll make the spacebar bigger or smaller, add or remove keys from these sides. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out and watching the stream, guys. It's probably my first stream where I actually had people come watch, so that's cool. Also do a series where I just like hang out and type for a while. Call it Chillin', Chattin', and Clacking. Yeah, thanks, Steel. Oh. We want to put our M down first here. Man, I'm gonna have to pull up the schematics here and make sure I don't put the wrong key in anywhere. Okay, got it. So we're still doing all right as far as layout goes. This all looks right. But this shift is not going to fit either, actually. So it's question mark and a 1U shift button, which I have no idea if this is even going to have a 1U shift button that says shift on it. It probably won't, because what kind of sick keyboard manufacturer makes a set with a 1U shift button? So this is for like a full-size keyboard, which we don't have, but we are gonna swap out the tilde here for this white escape key. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Like just like one or two white caps look pretty nice. And then we think instead of the 1U, which a unit, it just means one key cap's worth of space, just this amount of space. I think we'll go with the super button. Instead of right shift, we got right super. That's pretty cool. If we play any games, like any MOBAs, we can key map our super there. See what these blush accents look like. That's tight. The Canon guys from Canon Keys, come on. Interesting, you got some F row keys, some arrow keys, some modifiers. So I think we'll go with this spacebar. Reverse spacebar gang? I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Do we go with the blush color? Or do we match? I think we match. I think we swap out the big boy spacebar for this spacebar. And I think it probably looks better to match. And then we'll just save these guys as extras. So, pretty much right on. Honestly though, let's find something to do with the cannon. Maybe. So this is delete key. Oh, that's perfect. We'll put our cannon right there. Cannon can be the delete key anytime we want to, you know, blow something up. Sorry, got a message from work, so trying to take care of that real quick. Yeah, I know. The keyboard's looking sick. I'm so excited for this to be done. Honestly, the color's off a little bit. It looks even better in person. I wish there was a way maybe I could, if I put my spotlight on it. Oh no, that kind of makes it look worse. I have like a light if the camera adjusts. No. I don't know how we can get this to look better. Maybe a little more ambient light in the room. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to get it to look the same on screen. But yeah, it looks even better in real life. Okay. Spacebar's done. I got the schematics pulled up here. Let's finish this off. Okay, so still gotta do the left control. go. And then, alright, so you got some more weird keys over here. We got another 1U function key, which this is not. So here we go. 1U function key. Alright. And then this is a menu key. Right alt. Okay, so this is just right alt. Which these are all 1U keys, so this normal set is not going to work. We'll have to use this specialty size set. But luckily, when you buy these big sets, they usually come with everything that you need, depending on the brand that you buy them from, right? So that's why I really like Canon keys, because their sets that they make, right, usually come with like everything you could need. This key's sitting like a little high though. Is that just me, or is this key taller than the other keys? This is maybe made to be an escape key, but that's okay. And then we've got a couple options here. You could either go with purple arrow keys or white arrow keys. Honestly, I think that purple is probably our best bet. So we put too many different color keys all over the place, it's not gonna look as good. This board has kind of like a chonky profile. Oh, well, we put that one on wrong. There we go. So this is the I think we got these two mixed up, guys. Well, we almost 100%ed it. So this is definitely the up key, down key, the right key. There we go. It's got like virtually no flex. Some of you seen like the new trend is O-ring or gasket mounted keyboards, and those are popular because when you push down there's like a little bit of give. You can see if I push pretty hard there's some give, but it's not enough to like make a meaningful difference when you're actually typing on this board anyway. On the other gasket mounted boards I'm sure that it is. Is it just me, or is the color of this space bar is Right? Am I losing it? I think we put the wrong spacebar on. Let's fix that. That's why having multiple keycap pullers is useful. Now, can't tell if X is just like a bot. Gotta be a bot, right? And then usually don't put my spacebar on backwards, but you know, we're gonna test it out. Reverse spacebar trial run. Okay. Put these keycaps away so we don't spill them. That would be a tragedy. We got some extras here. Do we have any? Do you guys have pets? We have cats. I don't think there's any fun ones in here. I like the little Akko skull. If you can see that or not. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get like a little fish thingy. This camera's not that great at focusing. There you go. I think we're just gonna stick with what we got on the keyboard. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, you got a dog? Man. Still, I wish I had a dog. So when we were kids, my family would breed and raise dogs. Thank you. Thanks, Willis Family Show. I'll just call you Willis for short. So my family would breed and raise dogs, and we always had dogs, and we always had, like, every 2 years we'd have a litter of puppies, and sometimes every year. Okay, you're supposed to put these little rubber feet on, so let's do that, and then we'll plug it in. We'll test out the LEDs, the RGB, and see how that looks. But yeah, I wish I had a dog. We have cats right now, and don't get me wrong, I like the cats, but yeah, I wish we had a dog. We just can't have a big dog because of where we live. What kind of dog do you have? Steel. These are interesting little rubber feet. Okay. All right. This is a moment of truth. Time to find out if it actually works or not. This is the part that makes me nervous because, oh hey, look at that. Pretty decent looking RGB. I know that a lot of people say south facing is better than north facing, and most of this board is south facing, so it makes sense that it looks good. Let me close my blinds and turn the light off, and we'll see if it looks better that way. But it looks pretty sick right now. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Now the sun is directly facing my window, so I'm not going to be able to get it perfectly dark in here. But we can try. There we go. You hear a loud crash. It's me falling over. See if we can secure this in a meaningful way. Now, hopefully, there we go. Hopefully we can get a nice, yeah, it looks pretty good. Hopefully we can get that nice pink color just on its own. Got different effects we can use. This one is called Palette Town. Okay, so this is, oh, that's nice. This is all the different colors we can get. This is yellow. It's gonna look a little bit tinted by the color of the keycaps. Here, maybe if I face it this way, you guys will be able to see the RGB a little bit better. Is it better? It's kind of the same, right? Okay. So, green, cyan. It looks pretty much just blue in the video, but oh no. The blanket fell off the window. Kind of a heavy blanket, so trying to get this to stay up might be a challenge. Okay. I don't know how long that's going to work for, but we're going to keep pushing forward here. So dark blue, pink, purple, I think purple looks pretty sick. Let's go through all of our options here. Substitute. That's pretty cool. Earthquake. Yeah. Judgment. This is just flashing, cycling through all the effects. You can speed it up or slow it down. No reactive. Aurora beam. Oh, this is just the how does it look? Fast. Not the biggest fan of this one. Ember. Oh, that looks pretty tight. It's kind of like yellowish and orangish around here, and it gets more red at the top. Looks better in real life. Psychic, just going wild. And we got a couple more. Whirlpool. So this is like where it circles around the board. Kind of reminds me of, like, you know, the Wheel of Fortune or something like that. Where you like spin the like prize wheel or whatever. Wish. So this is just like twinkling all over the board. Random colors. Dragon Pulse, whatever that means. It's just kind of like a pulse through the board. That's cool. Rain Dance. Interesting. Transform. So I guess this is just WASD. Off? Is off transform? What's transform do? Oh. That's sick. So this is custom. Thanks, Swifty. Appreciate it. I mean, the keyboard's pretty cool. I don't know how cool, you know, me personally am, but so this setting, you guys can't see, but if we transition, or if we unhide our capture mode here, you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. So trust. Thanks, bro. So this mode lets you select specific keys and control the LED for those keys individually. So we can have a fully custom LED layout if we want with base colors. So we don't have that actual fancy color picker, but we do have full control. You know, like we could make our Canon light blue, and we can make our WASD keys green. We can like make the rest of our alphas, which is all the letters and stuff. And we'll do letters and punctuation, maybe. Try and make it as symmetrical as possible, if that's possible. You can make all this stuff, you know, white, which is going to kind of look pink because we have the pink keycaps kind of reflecting the light off of it. Thanks, Swifty. Appreciate it, man. Good to hear that. And then you can do all the side stuff. We can't reprogram the function key because it's its own key. Usually there's some keys you can't reprogram. So we can make all the extra side stuff a color. Oh, getting a phone call here, guys. Give me a minute. Alright, sorry guys. Oh, thanks, Swifty. Appreciate that, man. Hopefully I get big one day, but you know. We'll see what happens. I'm not in a rush. What do you guys think about this layout? Do you think it looks okay? Should we just go with a preset? Or should we go with set lighting? So the kit right now, Swifty, is actually on sale for $80. And the kit doesn't come with everything that you need, but it comes with the case. So they've got one. They might still have it in stock. Here, could even just pull it up for you. It's $80. This is it right here. So it comes with everything except for. And it looks like they have them still in stock. So it comes with everything except for the keycaps and the switches. So you could get keycaps on Amazon for like $20, cheap ones that aren't great. And then you can get the switches probably like for another $20, decent switches. And then this would come with everything else. So it's an option. I definitely wouldn't say that it's a great beginner option or a great budget option. This is really an option if you really like the case. So like the metal case that it comes in says Baka on the side of it. You know, if you're a weeb, you know, like me, you know that means idiot in Japan, in Japanese. But there are better options if you're like really on a tight budget and you want a really cool keyboard. Like the RK61, this guy right here. I have this keyboard and I did some mods to it, you know, polyfill tape, stabilizers, lube your switches, just the stock red switches that it comes with. And the only thing I replaced on it was the keycaps, and it is awesome. So that's definitely a better budget option. But if you want a case that looks really cool, here, let me... Okay, so let's... Oh. Whoops. We messed up our settings, guys. So let's do a typing test on this keyboard. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty cool. Save. Okay. Let's do a quick typing test. And then we can show off the other keyboards. So Monkey Type's a pretty cool site that I like to use. Let's get our mic in position here. We'll see how this sounds. Sounds okay. It's not great, but it'll do. The keyboard itself is pretty quiet, honestly. So the keyboard itself is pretty quiet. But I don't mind that. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, let's do one more. And then, if we have time, I will do a show and tell of the other keyboards I have, and I'll talk about what I like and don't like about them, and then we can look at the blue version of this board if you want, because I also have the blue one. Oh, nice. Okay, let's get the lights back on. And let's check out the other stuff we have. And we can talk about the good, the bad, and the budget, because I know that a lot of you guys are probably on a budget. You want to at least convince someone to get your keyboard. If the keyboard's only $50, they might do it. If you try to convince them to spend $250 on a keyboard, they might not, you know, say yes to that. All right. Let's okay. So we'll pull out and adjust our angle here. We'll pull out our other keyboards. We can show those off too. Okay, so this is the keyboard I've been using. It's a keyboard by Acco. This one also has, you know, RGB. You can change the settings and it does different stuff. Still got like all that fun stuff. But this is the keyboard I recommend if you are on a budget and you don't want to like have to put it together or take it apart or worry about. Let's get our refocus here. Or worry about any of that. So this is the keyboard you could just buy. It came exactly like this, and it's actually not a bad keyboard at all. It's pretty nice, and the RGB is cool. So that's the Acco 3068B. And then this and I need to get some air and blow this out. This is the Royal Kludge RK61. I always forget that you guys are flipped, so I don't have to flip stuff around. So this is the RK61. This is your best budget modding board. If you guys want to mod a keyboard and have it sound really nice, this is the board to go for. Just make sure you get the version that has the updates. So that's the version that comes with this little USB dongle. If it doesn't come with this dongle, that means it's probably an older version. So this board is the board you want to have if you're planning on modding it. Like, you can open it up, put some foam or some polyfill is what it's called. It's basically like the stuffing from a stuffed animal or a pillow. You can put that in there. I put a little bit of tape, and then you put the board back on, and then, you know, you put a new set of keycaps on, and you mod the stabilizers, loop your switches. Comes out pretty good. So this is the ultimate budget, but you have to do stuff to it to make it sound good. That's the RK61 or any Royal Kludge 61, 68, or 87. That's just gonna depend on if it has, right, so this is a 61, this one is a 68. It has extra keys on it, and then the 87 is going to have the whole cluster. we can take a look at our blue one. So this is the blue version of the board we just built. So if you don't want pink, then they have this really nice like electric blue color. Which I think looks awesome too. So they have this really cool bright blue color. Here's like the side profile. Has like a nice bezel right here. Just laying on the, when it's sitting on your desk, it won't just look like a block of something, it'll have at least a little bit of a profile. And this is a really nice blue, like a nice bright electric blue. So that's also an option. Or you can just get the black one if you want one that's just gonna be... Alright, Steel. See you, man. I'll try and put out like a little, you know, community post or something if I'm gonna stream the next time I stream. I'll probably stream another board. So I got another board today. It's like a lavender color board, which is actually like a little bit of a nicer board than this is. But that's an option.